Hello students, today we are going to start with a new unit, that is Office Automation Tools. In the previous chapter we have studied about Introduction to Computer and its operating system. We have seen the different types of operating system in the last lecture. As well as we have also seen the different types of applications which are performed in Office. We have seen some of the applications of Windows in the last lecture. We have also studied the different data types, then different what is software, what is hardware, which are the different types of operating system. This was some of the concepts that which we have seen in the last lecture. In this lecture we are going to study about the office automation tools, that is which are the different office tools which are used in computer system, that we are going to study in this chapter. This chapter is very easy. You all must be familiar with this concept which have been there in this chapter, but this is just for your to revise. The different types of office automation tools that you are going to study is the different types of applications which are in your Microsoft Office suite, which help you to manage and organize your business or organize your business. For that, in this chapter we are going to have an overlook on what is MS Word, what are the different features of MS Word, then there are different menus in MS Word, what is the meaning of each menu in MS Word, that we are going to study. Similarly, we are going to study what is Excel, how Excel is worked, and what is PowerPoint, how PowerPoint is worked. Also we are going to study about the different data processing, which are the different data processing done, that is how the file storage is done, how the different records can be accessed from the computers, then how to organize the different types of data. There are different organization techniques, that is sequential organization or direct organization, that we are going to study in this chapter. So this chapter is very easy. Let's start with this chapter. Before starting MS Word, we will see first a short introduction of what is office automation tools. Okay, sometimes what happen, managing a business, बिजनेस को मैनेज करना ये क्या रहता है, एक बहुत बोरिंग टास्क है या फिर टायरिंग का टास्क है. बोरिंग नहीं कह सकते, टायर हो जाते हैं उसमें वो टास्क परफॉर्म करना. क्यों? क्योंकि उसमें बिजनेस में क्या रहते हैं, डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स यू हैव टू ओवरलुक. आपको डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स का ओवरव्यू देखना पड़ता है. उसके प्रोडक्टिविटी टूल्स नेसेसरी रहते हैं कि वो कंपनीज के पॉलिसीज फॉलो होती है क्या नहीं, डिफरेंट मेमोज आए क्या नहीं, फिर एम्प्लॉय जो वर्क कर रहे हैं वो एम्प्लॉयज आए क्या नहीं, उनका डेटा हमारे पास सिक्योरली सेव है क्या, एम्प्लॉय का इन टाइम आउट टाइम दैट इज राइट और नॉट, ये सब देखा जाता है. और फिर उसके ऊपर से क्या किया जाता है, प्रेजेंटेशन डिलीवर करना जाता है. तो ये मैनेज करना, ये मैसेज करना, ये एक बिजनेसमैन के लिए बहुत टायरिंग टास्क है. तो इसके लिए डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ ऑटोमेशन टूल्स उन्होंने डेवलप किए, सो दैट फ्रॉम द बिजनेस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू इट इज वेरी इजी फॉर द बिजनेसमैन. So Microsoft Office suite, it is a one type of suite which help you to manage and organize your business in a sequential manner. For that, businessmen can use the different Office suite that are Word, Excel, PowerPoint to manage the different task in a systematic way and to assist them in their simply day-to-day activity. So this is the need of this automation tools, that is the Microsoft Office suite. So now what is the exact use of Microsoft, what is exact use of Excel, what is exact use of PowerPoint, that we are going to study in detail in this chapter. So Microsoft of Word mostly it is used, किसके लिए यूज किया जाता है वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग के डॉक्यूमेंट्स जो हमें करना रहता है, वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग नीड्स अगर रहती है तो उसके लिए हम कौन सा यूज करते हैं, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड. उसमें क्या किया जाता है, वी कैन यूज डिफरेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स के डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट्स हमें वर्ड में अवेलेबल रहते हैं, जिससे हम क्या कर सकते हैं, मेमोज क्रिएट करना होगा बिजनेसमैन को तो वो कर सकते हैं. अगर पैम्पलेट्स डिजाइन करना होगा तो पैम्पलेट्स इजीली क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, या फिर किसी को लेटर लिखना होगा, किसी कंपनी को लेटर देना होगा तो वो भी वो क्या कर सकते हैं, उसमें राइट कर सकते हैं. तो दिस इज वन यूज ऑफ MS वर्ड फ्रॉम बिजनेस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. नेक्स्ट चिल्ड्रंस उसमें क्या कर सकते हैं, टेबल डिजाइनिंग, उनका रेज्यूम क्रिएशन वो भी उसमें कर सकते हैं. अगेन दिस एमएस वर्ड इज ऑल्सो यूज टू क्रिएट द न्यूज लेटर. न्यूज लेटर क्यों रहता है कि अगर आपको व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन एग्जैक्टली इन योर बिजनेस, विथ योर बिजनेस, अगर ये आपको सबको बोलना रहेगा तो उसके हम न्यूज लेटर क्रिएट करते हैं, या फिर कंपनी को न्यूज लेटर क्रिएट करना रहता है तो उसके लिए भी वो यूज कर सकते हैं एमएस वर्ड का. फिर मार्केटिंग एंड एडवर्टाइजमेंट ऑफ पर्टिकुलर मटेरियल्स और डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ फॉर्म्स, चेकलिस्ट, ये सब हम किस में बना सकते हैं, एमएस वर्ड में बना सकते हैं. एमएस एक्सेल किसके लिए यूज किया जाता है, मोस्टली डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ डेटा का हमें ट्रैकिंग करना रहेगा, या फिर उसको प्रॉपरली हमें असिस्टेंस चाहिए कि मेरे वो जो स्प्रेडशीट क्रिएट किया जाता है एक्सेल में, उसमें डिफरेंट मैनेजिंग एंड ट्रैकिंग ऑफ डिफरेंट डेटाज मुझे करना है. मतलब कस्टमर का इन टाइम है, आउट टाइम है, उसका परफॉर्मेंस कैसे है, उसका कस्टमर का डेटा कैसे है, फिर उसके बाद परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ पर्टिकुलर, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर स्टूडेंट का देखें तो स्टूडेंट का रिजल्ट क्रिएशन, दैट इज ऑल्सो डन इन एक्सेल. सो एक्सेल इज मोस्टली यूज टू क्रिएट डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ डेटा. नेक्स्ट पावर पॉइंट. पावर पॉइंट किसके लिए यूज किया जाता है, अगर आपको प्रेजेंटेशन क्रिएट करना रहेगा पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को, तो उसके लिए आपको स्लाइड शो करना पड़ता है. तो वो स्लाइड शो आप किस में क्रिएट कर सकते हो, ये पावर पॉइंट में कर सकते हो. तो ये पावर पॉइंट एक एप्लीकेशन है जिसमें आप डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए प्रेजेंटेशन क्रिएट कर सकते हो. फिर पावर पॉइंट यूज करके आप क्या कर सकते हो, डिफरेंट ट्रेनिंग मटेरियल्स को न्यूली प्रोडक्ट में इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए आप डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ ग्राफिक्स एंड साउंड यूज कर सकते हो टू प्रेजेंट दैट मटेरियल इफेक्टिवली. वो मटेरियल इफेक्टिवली प्रेजेंट करने के लिए यूज कर सकते हो. तो दिस इज द यूज ऑफ पावर पॉइंट. तो ये सम ऑफ द यूजेस दिए हैं कि वर्ड में क्या कर सकते हैं, एक्सेल में क्या कर सकते हो, और पावर पॉइंट में क्या कर सकते हैं. नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, we will study first before starting our different suites of Microsoft Office. First we will have to learn what is the definition of IT. So we will learn the definition of IT. So what is IT? IT is the use of computers to store, retrieve, transmit and manipulate the data or information. So this is the most important point. Okay, you all have to keep in mind which point. It is the use of computer to, these keywords are important, store, retrieve, transmit and manipulate data or information. So mostly IT में क्या किया जाता है, IT में computers का यूज करते हैं, आप सबको पता है. तो computers में क्या किया जाता है कि डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ डेटा स्टोर किया जाता है. जब यूजर को वो डेटा की नीड रहती है तो यूजर कैन इजीली एक्सेस दैट डेटा बाय रिट्राइविंग. मतलब क्या, वो इजीली क्या कर सकता है, वो डेटा एक्सेस कर सकता है. अगर वो यूजर को डेटा ट्रांसमिट करना है देन दैट कैन डेटा बी इजीली ट्रांसमिटेड विद द हेल्प ऑफ योर कंप्यूटर, दैट इज बाय सेंडिंग एनी मेल, और if you want to make any changes in your data, then you can also do it. So information technology is just, you'll have to remember, IT is nothing but it makes the use of computer to store, retrieve, transmit and manipulate the data or information. So this is the definition of information technology. It can be asked for 1 mark question, what is define IT, or in the fill in the blanks, dash is make the use of computer to store, retrieve, transmit and manipulate data. So this is the definition of IT. Now next, generally this now what is the IT system, how this system is made up of. So IT system is generally a information system, you all can say, or a communication system, you all can say. Specifically it is a computer system which includes different types of hardware, software and peripheral devices. So limited group of people can operate this type of system, which consist of different types of hardware, different type, which is made up of your computer system, which consists of hardware, software and different peripheral devices connected to it. So this IT is generally a subpart of your ICT. Okay, IT is considered to be the subpart of your ICT, that is information and communication technology. It is a branch, and in that IT is the subset. Okay, so IT is included under the ICT Act. Next is, what are the different benefits of information technology? Now next we will be studying the different benefits of information technology. The first benefit of information technology is remote accessibility. The first benefit or advantage of IT is remote accessibility. Now with the help of this IT system, what you all can do, you all can provide the network from many other places other than your office itself. It means now with the help of IT, remote places can also have the accessibility to use the internet, or remote areas also now get the getting the network to share their resources. Instead of first, what you will have to do, if you will have to access the network, at that time you will used only offices or in schools, in laboratory, in hospitals, meaning in big institution the network accessibility was there. But now remote areas other than your schools, offices, colleges, you all can have this accessibility to your network with the help of this IT. So first benefit is the remote accessibility. The second is the communication. Now communication has also been made very easy with the help of IT. Why? Because now businessmen use the different types of tools for communication purpose. Effectively, before use of IT, what the businessmen was used to do, they used to have either telephone conversation between different parties, or they used to have the face-to-face communication with different parties. But now with the help of IT, the businessman has got to use the different types of tools for communication purpose. The businessman can have email conversation, they may have video conferencing with each other, or they send SMS to each other. There are different techniques which are used nowadays with the help of IT in business communication, with which the business of the particular person and the communication between the two parties is done effectively and efficiently with the help of this IT. So this is the second benefit of information technology. The third benefit is creation of new job. This is one of the most big advantage you can say in IT, because in whole world or throughout the world, new field opportunity is given for the person who is leading to learn or willing to learn new technologies, and also they are interested in new types of job. So with the help of IT, now the whole world is having a new field of opportunities for skilled labor. Okay, the person who is having skills in different types of technologies get different types of job in the whole world in IT. So this is one of the biggest advantage of IT, that is the creation of new job. Not only in India, but you all can go throughout the world, you all have the scope for IT. The next is which are the different types of jobs you all can do. You all can become a effective computer programmer. You all can do specialization only in web designer, and you can become a web designer. You can become the system analyst, or if you have interest in hardware software, you can learn it in deep, and you all can become a hardware or softwareer. So depending upon the interest of the user can do his or her career in this IT. Okay, if someone has interest in only web designing, that is designing part of the website, then he can become a web designer. Okay, if someone is having knowledge in programming and he is interested to do programming, then he can become computer programmer. So depending upon the interest of the user has different types of fields or opportunities in this IT to get the different types of job. Okay, the next is The advancement of economy. The next benefit of IT is advancement of economy. Now, what is advancement of economies? In this, the overall buying and selling of your different types of activities are no longer restricted to time and distances. Okay, it means if I want to buy anything, okay, suppose I had given last time example that we are in Pune and we want to buy a product from Mumbai or from Delhi, from anywhere. Okay, there is no restriction with time or distance of buying and selling of our goods. Okay, so now different companies all over the world interconnect with each other and every local as well as international businesses has their presence online. So with the help of online, they are much closer to audience beyond its border. So they can easily provide or sell or buy the different types of goods from any part of the world. This point we have seen in that e-commerce, B2B, B2C, if you are remembering, we have seen this in that. So buying and selling of goods in e-commerce, we have learned this. The next advantage is globalization. I don't know that you have studied or not about e-commerce, but e-commerce mainly deals with online buying and selling of goods. In 12th you all must be learned, or in 11th you all must be gone through e-commerce. What is e-commerce? So in that we have seen if buying and selling of goods is done online, then it is called as e-commerce. Okay, the next advantage is globalization. Now, what is globalization? This is the interdependent system which help you to share the information and share your businesses across the different continents. And the technology is not only made to have the communication cheaper, but it makes the different types of possible data much quicker round the clock. Around the clock, it means what? With this help of technology, not only the communication is done easily between the different person or different user throughout the world, but you all have whatever the message you all are giving, that message is very quick. The sending time is quick, and the response time, the response which the user get back is again quicker. So nowadays, with the help of this text messages, you all can say, email you all can say, or auto response, there is the scope for the direct communication. With the help of this direct communication, globalization has done one of the biggest. Globalization has made its place in IT. So the one of the benefit of IT is the globalization. Have you all got it? What is globalization? Now next we will see the applications of information technology. Now, what are the different applications of information technology, or where this information technology is mostly used? The first is the science and engineering. Information technology, the first application is in science and technology, science and engineering, sorry. Now, in science and engineering, what is the use of this what is the use of this IT? That is, it is mostly used for having the different programming done to improve the product quality, improve the products in many types of field. For that, you all must be heard about CAD/CAM designing. These are mostly the computer-aided designing and computer-aided manufacturing programs, with the help of which you have improved the products in different fields, especially when the design of the particular product is in very detail. Okay, so mostly the supercomputers or the meteorologists, what they do for the prediction of weather, by the prediction of future weather, the combination of your observation on different types of sources and the mathematical behavior and the representation of your atmospheric and geographical data is also done by this science and engineering. So mostly prediction of weather, the different types of resources representation, the mathematical representation and behavior of your atmospheric data, what is the atmosphere, what is the geographical data, that is also done with science and engineering. The second is the business and commerce. So now what is the use of this in business and commerce? You all can see that this is one of the largest application of computer which is used, this business and commerce is used mostly in business and financial record, to maintain the financial record. मोस्टली y'all कैन सी द लार्ज कंपनीज, जो लार्ज कंपनीज है वो क्या करते हैं कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट का रिकॉर्ड स्टोर करने के लिए एम्प्लॉयमेंट में कितने सारे डिफरेंट वर्कर्स हैं उनका एक डेटाबेस क्रिएट किया जाता है, लार्ज डेटाबेस क्रिएट किया जाता है और फिर वो मैनेज किया जाता है बाय यूजिंग डिफरेंट कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग्स. It means database is used to store the records or to store the data of the employees of a particular businessman. Similarly, there are different types of programs and database also used in the business to in the business to functions like of customers billing, what are the different payments done, whether the payment is tracking of that particular payment, whether the payment has been done or received, or whether it is in pending mode. Then what are the different types of supplies needed for a particular item, is that item produced, is that item is stored properly, and it is the shipping of that particular item is done and that item is received to the particular user. This all the different types of financial transactions which are performed in the world electronically are seen with the help of this business and e-commerce. Okay, have you all got it? What is done in business and e-commerce? What you all have to remember? You all have to remember that this is one of the application of computer in which you all have to manage the different types of business and you all have to keep the financial record of that business. For example, for keeping the record, you all have to create the database. For example, you all have create the database of the employee. Okay, so you all can maintain the different types of record, whether the billing of the customer is done in that is stored in your database, whether tracking of the particular payment, that is payment is done or payment is to be done made. For example, if you are doing online shopping, anything online, then at that time you all are getting the bill generated. So that is when that is the bill generated from the database of Flipkart. Okay, so they will check whether the payment has been received by you or you have to do the payment. Then they also check that whether the particular product that is needed for the supplier is produced or not, whether that is done properly, whether that product is shipped properly for the particular user. At this, almost all these transactions are seen in your business and commerce. So this is the next application. The next application is in the field of education. Now, the application of IT in education has significantly changes the traditional process of teaching and learning. Students with access to internet have whole world of search material at their disposal, which helps them grasp concept efficiently and without wasting any time. So now, in the field of education, what is the use of IT? Now with the help of internet, nowadays what has happened, the learning process of children has been changed rapidly. Nowadays what is done, students have the internet with them, and if they have any doubt or if they want to search any if they want to have any research on the material, then what they do, they can easily find out it on the internet. So with the help of internet, they can easily grasp the different types of concepts efficiently, and without wasting of any time they can get the solution which is required for them. Okay, so they don't need to wait to have the solution, or they can immediately use with the help of internet. They can have different resources used, and they can grasp this concept efficiently without wasting of any time. So next application is governance. Now what is done in governance? In governance, mostly this is used where computerization of government activities has been done. That is, it mostly helps them to supervise and audit the data in response to the need of the society. Okay, it means your photo identity cards, then your land records. Okay, nowadays you all can see the government agriculture, the persons who are having agriculture, the farmers, first they need to have this Sadbara, you all must be familiar. Then for that they needed to go to a particular place to get their Sadbara. That is called as Uttara, I think so, in Marathi. So for that they need to go. But nowadays what has done, this land record has been made online. They can have this their Sadbara online also nowadays. Then there are different your photo identity cards you all can do. That is your PAN card, other card, you all can get it with online also. Then you all can clear your pending bills of electricity bill, telephone bills. You all can easily clear them with online. So these are the different government's activities which have made computerized and is easy to access, and even they have the administrative have much response to the different types of record, to the needs of the society. According to the need of society, the administration makes the different types of changes. This is in governance. Next is in medicines. Now in medicines, what is that? What does it do? It combines the picture to have the three-dimensional, to create the 3D image of the human body organs. Okay. Now mostly in medicines, that is in pharmacists, what they do, they are capable to produce or to design a picture. They make a picture of 3D human representing body organs. Okay, in that you have the different types of images shown that shows the changes in your body chemistry, and also the flow of blood. Okay, in the body, how the blood is flowing and what are the different organs, they show the changes in them. Also they show these changes for the person, or the blood flow, till that you all have understood. Next, they have also done the life support equipments. Now what are the life support equipments? With the help of which they make the changes to the patient body, which reduce the risk of human error. Okay, the life support equipments have made the different types of changes in the patient body, which pills in seconds the risk of the human beings. Okay, so there is nowadays you all can listen, the robotic surgery is done. For that there are some specialists who have done their study in this robotic surgery, and they perform these surgeries to remote location also. They are called as specialists. The person who have done their degree or they are specialized in a particular field, they are called as specialists, and they are performing their job for saving the human beings. Next, if a person have done studies on genomes, then he is called as genomic, for who is mostly dependent upon your supercomputing power. So gene study of genes is dependent mostly on your supercomputing power. The next is in the field of entertainment. Now this is the most common, you all must be familiar, you all also a part of this entertainment. So what do you all do? They making the use of information technology. You all use your internet or your laptops, your smartphones, your mobiles, which have the unlimited access. Okay, so you all watch the various entertainment platforms there. Now what is done, for a particular picture to release and to telecast it on television, the person have not he doesn't need to wait for that. Directly with the help of internet, they stream the different types of programs online or different movies online, waiting to release it on television. They can directly view on that. So different types of musics are there, games is there, entertainment is there, movie is there. These are the different types of activities which are performed in entertainment. So this is the next application, that is entertainment. So these were some of the applications of information technology which were there. The first was the science and engineering, second business and commerce, third education, fourth governance, fifth medicine, sixth entertainment. So this was some of the applications. So in this we have started with second chapter, and we have seen basic about information technologies. We have seen definitions, benefits and applications of information technology. Now in the next lecture we will start with the next unit, that is MS Word. Okay, thank you.